Hey Aquarius, welcome to January. I'm Flo and I'll be doing your tarot reading. This is going to be a tarot spread for any Aquarians born Sun, Moon, or Rising. To get a more well-rounded reading, I would suggest looking at your ascendant and your moon sign. I'm actually quite excited about this reading because I'm Aquarian. Oh yeah, so happy birthday to those Aquarians celebrating at the end of this month. Exciting times for you. What else? Oh yeah, because it's a general reading, it's not going to resonate with everyone, okay? So it's just going to be the most important points that universe has for you that I'm going to be communicating. And so just take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Okay, should we get started? I think so. Let's get started. That's enough housekeeping. That's enough housekeeping. Oh, I can already tell that's too many. Okay, just one card, please, Spirit. That wants to come out. Okay, difficulty moving on. We've got some difficulty moving. Maybe you've had some problems with traveling at the end of last year. And patience. You know, I know how much you want to just act quickly on a matter, but you've needed to stay put and cultivate. Oh, yeah, got it. You probably wanted to move on. It's almost looking like you wanted to move on from something, but because you were really cultivating and pouring some energy into a venture, you had to stay put, which is, you know, not quite Aquarian, is it? You want to just go where you please. Do what you want when you want. But if you're tending a garden, if you're at home tending a garden, because you've got the Seven of Pentacles, if you're at home tending a garden, being patient, you have to be there to tend it. You can't just leave it. Okay, let's see. That's looking like that was the end of last year. You wanted to move on from troubled waters, building up your stability. Oh, let's come out. Two cards. Feeling stuck. Absolutely feeling stuck. Feeling stuck. Almost like you want to give up. Inability to make a decision. What are you making a decision on? You know, oftentimes with Aquarians, you just, like I said, you just want to go where you please. Because you're so hard at work, lightening up is going to be your biggest problem this month. That's what it's looking like. You have a ton of friends out there that want to go out and celebrate. Maybe you didn't even do any of that over the holidays. Maybe you didn't allow yourself to let your hair down. That's what this is. It's almost like you need to lighten up. Things got a little bit heavy and you're working really hard. Working really hard. Yeah, it's just time to let go. Time to loosen up. You need to loosen up. Otherwise, sometimes when you're trying to hang on to something and really work hard at something, it blocks you from your own success. You need to lighten up, and let loose, and celebrate, and be thankful for how far you've come. Is likely where that's coming from. It seems like a pretty quiet month for you. So this is a card from the Wild Unknown deck, and this is your overall energy. You need to get planning. And it's almost looking like you've worked hard enough, and the troubles that you were trying to move away from, they're finally beginning to lift. So it's time to begin looking forward to the future. Yeah, all these positions, like all these cards, they seem to be looking backwards as well. So it's time to look back. And you might even find success in partnerships. When you look to a partner, you might find some success that way. I mean, a good thing is It seems like your reading is quiet. Like there isn't any like big dramas, you know? There doesn't seem to be some like really big dramas. So you didn't get any major arcanas. You know, look towards partnerships. Look towards partnerships. That might be the key to it. And I know, and I understand everything that you're doing right now is for a better future. You know, bearing in mind, you know, you're trying to move away from maybe a way of life, some behavior, some people, troubled waters. You're trying to move away from that for a better life. You've been working really hard and being really patient and cultivating this, cultivating your stability, looking ahead into the future. And at times you wanted to give up and you felt stuck. And you probably do feel stuck at the moment. Don't forget, you've got a ton of friends out there that want to help you, or even just are there to allow you to relax a little bit. You need to relax because everything is happening in its own time. And because you've been working on this and cultivating it for a while, you've invested a lot of time into it, looking towards the future. It doesn't mean some time off to let your hair down is going to ruin anything. You need to let go. Loosen up. Everything is moving forward. I think that's great news. So this is a card from the Return of Spirit deck. This is Cheryl Lee Harnish. And love her work. She uses fractal art in that. And I just find that all the cards really speak. Does that one come out? Okay, let's take it. Let's see. So your advice for the month. Commitment. Well, remember I said about partnerships and committing or like cultivating and working really hard? Let's see what it says here. Commitment. Oh, that says not commitment. Commitment. You're being asked to make some sort of a commitment. It's both a promise and a responsibility. This could be in connection with a relationship, such as moving in together, deciding to get married, or having a child. The commitment card can also point to other types of commitments, such as starting a new business, planning a vacation with friends, or signing up for classes, or taking on a long-term project. Well, that's what this is, you know. You're looking ahead and planning for the future. And because this is the Wands card, it's very much geared towards a long-term business. And I know with Aquarian energy, it can be hard to commit. It can be a difficult thing to commit. This commitment is a binding one, and you will not be able to get out of it easily should you change your mind later. This is signified by the bow-like symbol in the fractal image on the card. Whatever the case may be, this commitment does hold soul lessons and was planned before you came here. This does not mean that it's either good or bad, but simply means that it's a fated event. You and the others involved in the situation are fulfilling your soul's agreement with each other. So it's all written in contracts, soul contracts. This card can also be calling you to make a serious commitment to yourself, whether it's to lose weight, quit smoking, start yoga, or some other healing. This is a great card for the new year, actually, because this is all about intentions and sticking with your intentions. And you know, you likely made some intentions for what you wanted to accomplish this year, never mind year, but decade. You know, things that you wanted to leave behind. You know, things that you wanted to start working on and growing for the future. People that you wanted in your life and how you wanted to move forward with them. And this is all about hanging on to that. And I think, especially with the Aquarian energy, you can be quite flighty. You can be quite flighty and difficult to pin down. So this is actually telling you it's time to stop moving around so much and stick to your guns for a bit. Cool. I think that's a great reading this month. Okay. Well, thank you, Aquarius. Thank you for tuning in. If you like that video, you can like, share, and subscribe. All my information is below if you wanted to book a private reading. And that's everything. I'll see you in February. Much love.